Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Todd Chrisley shares his 3 blessings, leaving 2 out. Former Chrisley Knows Best star Todd Chrisley is sharing his 3 blessings, but seems to ignore 2 others. So what makes him feel blessed now that he has been pardoned and released from prison? Keep reading for more details. Todd Chrisley shares his 3 blessings. It has been a whirlwind month for reality stars Julie and Todd Chrisley. He was serving a 12-year sentence, while Julie was serving 7 years, so they would be away for a collective 19 years. Fortunately, their daughter Savannah Chrisley never gave up on them and fought tooth and nail for their freedom. After over 2 years behind bars, President Donald Trump pardoned the couple. He called Savannah and her brother Grayson to break the good news. Within 24 hours, they had been released and everyone was reunited. Todd and Julie are determined to help others who are trapped in prison but should be freed. While trying to help others as they are also celebrating family time. They have done interviews and press conferences to share some of their experience and how it feels to be home. Todd recently shared a snap of 3 of his children, Grayson, Chase, and Savannah. In the caption, he wrote, "Scrolling through this morning and thanking God for my blessings." He tagged the 3, but noticeably absent from his posting were his wife, Julie, and his youngest, Chloe. Chloe was adopted by Todd and Julie when she was just a baby because her parents were unfit. Her father is Todd Chrisley's son, Kyle, but they have had a very rough relationship. Todd also has a daughter, Lindsay Chrisley, but Savannah has slammed her for helping their parents get convicted. Regardless, Todd has been married to Julie for nearly 30 years, and Chloe is the apple of his eye. So, why were they left out? And did his followers notice how he favored 3 family members? It must also be noted that his mother, Nanny Faye, was not featured, and she supported him for years. Where are the others? Of course, followers were thrilled that Todd Chrisley could share his thoughts and blessings from his home without being watched. However, they could not ignore that Chloe Chrisley was not pictured. She has always been a spark in the family, and there was no reason for her to be snubbed. Furthermore, it seemed Chase Chrisley was estranged from his siblings for a short time. He was not on any family trips or engaging with them, which was suspicious. Todd Chrisley was disciplined by fans who did not like his exclusion of his other children, even the ones he was estranged. It showed poor character, and many had high hopes for his post-prison life. Hopefully, he does another post to show he has equal love for his whole family and not just 3 children. From behind prison walls, Todd Chrisley's voice still echoes louder than many on the outside. Despite the concrete and steel that surround him, Todd recently delivered an emotional and controversial message through his podcast, Chrisley Confessions, this time focusing on gratitude, family, and what he called his 3 greatest blessings. But as he named them, fans were quick to notice that 2 familiar names were glaringly absent. "I thank God every day for 3 people who have kept me standing," Todd began, his voice strong but unmistakably weary from his incarceration. "They've been my angels in a time of war, my light in darkness, my purpose when I couldn't find one myself." The names came one by one, slow and deliberate. Julie, Grayson, Chloe. The internet lit up within hours. Julie, his wife, serving time in a separate facility. Grayson, the youngest Chrisley child, just stepping into adulthood. And Chloe, the young girl they raised as their own, now a teenager facing her own storm of attention and confusion. But what of Savannah and Chase, the 2 adult children most visible to fans in the outside world? The omission hit hard. Todd continued, unfazed or perhaps unwilling to address the looming elephant in the room. "When I talk to Julie, I feel the power of a marriage not broken by bars. When I hear Grayson's voice, I know there's still innocence left in this world. And Chloe, that child, she's the reason I'll fight till my last breath. She didn't ask for any of this, and yet she walks with grace. He paused, seemingly on the verge of tears. These blessings, they remind me daily why redemption matters, why faith matters, why family matters. But outside the prison walls, in the bright lights of social media and press appearances, posting a cryptic story, a black screen with the words, "Silence doesn't always mean peace." Followers were quick to speculate. Was it a response? Was she hurt? Or was this deeper than the public realized? Chase, more laid back, but never one to ignore public controversy, simply posted a photo of himself at a beach with the caption, "We all walk our own paths." But fans noticed the timing. And they noticed the shade. Rumors began swirling that Todd's decision to exclude them wasn't an oversight. It was intentional. According to sources close to the family, Todd has become increasingly frustrated with Savannah's growing media presence and Chase's decision to distance himself from the prison narratives. He feels betrayed, an insider said. He believes Savannah's more interested in her podcast and reality TV offers than fighting for his freedom. As for Chase, Todd thinks he's hiding behind a new lifestyle and image that doesn't align with the Chrisley values. Yet Savannah has been vocal in her support. She's visited Todd regularly. She's taken in Chloe as her own. She's done countless interviews defending her parents. So why the snub? Julie's sister, who has remained in close contact with the couple, attempted to provide clarity in a statement to a fan page. Todd's going through a lot. His perception is filtered through pain. He still loves all his children, but right now, he's clinging to what he feels he hasn't lost. Still, the damage had been done. One fan commented on Reddit, "I don't blame Savannah for going quiet. You can scream into the void so long before you realize it's not echoing back." Another noted, "Todd's idea of family is a spotlight. If you dim it, even for good reason, he doesn't see you." Meanwhile, Julie, always the peacemaker, reportedly encouraged Todd to make it right during one of their limited phone calls. Whether that plea got through remains uncertain. Back on the podcast, Todd closed his emotional segment by quoting scripture. "A house divided cannot stand. I've seen the cracks. But God is the mortar between the bricks, and these three, Julie, Grayson, Chloe, they're holding me together." The phrasing struck many fans as a warning shot, veiled in poetry. Some took it as an unintentional admission that Todd no longer felt unified with his two oldest children. Others believed it was his way of processing grief and disappointment. Behind the scenes, Savannah and Chase continued on. Savannah remained committed to her guardianship of Chloe, and Chase quietly resumed his real estate ventures in Nashville. But family insiders hinted at a deeper fracture, one not easily repaired. "Words from a father hold weight," said a former Chrisley employee, "especially when you only get to say them through wires and visits. If you use that platform to leave people out, those wounds run deep." Still, hope remains. A recent letter reportedly sent by Todd to Savannah, handwritten and emotional, was leaked online. In it, he wrote, "I may not always say what needs to be said when it needs saying, but there isn't a second I don't think of you. I see what you carry. I know what you've sacrificed. I may not have said your name on air, but you're written on every page of my heart." No response has been shared publicly by Savannah, but her next podcast episode has been mysteriously delayed, with a teaser post reading, "Sometimes the truth has to come from pain." Whether that truth will bring healing or more hurt remains to be seen. For now, Todd Chrisley's list of blessings stands at 3. But in the court of public opinion, the 2 he left out are the ones most fans believe he desperately needs to bring back in.